Hey guys, Spirit Star here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own ecosphere, or ecosystem in a jar. So what you're going to need is like a good sized jar. I got this one at Dollar Tree. Yeah, this is what I had the creatures and plant in before, but it's considerably smaller, and I decided, it would probably be better in this, besides you can see it good. And yeah, I'd recommend just like a cheap plastic jar. Other grass would work too. And then you're also going to need gravel, aquarium plants. I've got this and some, I think it's called Java moss in there. And you're going to need dechlorinated drinking water and some shrimp and snails. I have 2 ghost shrimp and then 3 just little feeder snails. They're just the kind of snails you want, are just kind of the ones that are typically considered pests in most aquariums. So, yeah. Sorry about that pause. So what you gotta do first is pour your gravel into the tank and just tap it down so that it's got, it fits in there pretty good. See, it's just yeah. And then now you gotta add in some, I added in this big plant, but so if you don't have a big plant like this, because in this cage I've got a smaller Java moss that I'm also going to put in, so I just put in this plant, and now it's filled up with water. So I just filled it up with water, and it already looks pretty awesome, but it's going to look so much better once we have the creatures in it. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my Java moss real quick. Okay, so now my plant is in, and yeah, you might be able to get a kind of slightly better look at this. I've got we've got a couple little ghost shrimp in there and a couple snails, but so you see, for this I was trying to make it as cheap as possible. The moss was not. So anyway, yeah, this moss was not very cheap, but this one was just a houseplant clipping, because this houseplant, if you have something that looks like this, it'll grow well in aquariums. But I would actually recommend, instead of this moss stuff, using some Eloita, which is much cheaper. But yeah, I mean, I just thought this would look cool. And yeah, so now let's move in our creatures. So for this, I've got 2 ghost shrimp and 3 feeder snails. So yeah, I'm gonna go add those little guys. All right, now my snails are in. Let me see if I can get a view of them. Yeah, there's one right there, but that's the biggest one I've got. So now time to add in the ghost shrimp. Now, I don't actually recommend using ghost shrimp, but again, I just got them because they're the cheapest shrimp that you can get, really. But red cherry shrimp or any really small shrimp would probably work better, just because of how they, their size and behaviors and stuff. But they were a little more expensive, so I didn't get them. But with the ghost shrimp, honestly, it's not really the best idea to keep ghost shrimp fully self-contained, so or self-sustained. So every few days I put in just a couple pieces of sinking fish food for them. But yeah, I mean, that's not really that much work, and besides, the leftover fish food will fertilize the plant, too. So ghost shrimp are much trickier than snails, so instead of using the spoon like I was for the snails, I'm going to use a small aquatic net. So now everybody is in their new home, so, where is that ghost shrimp? Just going to kind of leave the view like this for a little while I do my outro, but, yeah, so all you really have to do now is seal up your tank and enjoy it. Now, this should last for, I don't know, it'll last a while, but as I said, I do recommend putting in small amounts of sinking fish food every few days, just for the ghost shrimp, because they don't really like to eat plants as opposed to other kinds of shrimp. So, I mean, yeah, do whatever you want, but so I recommend smaller shrimp, like red cherry shrimp, just because they're, more manageable, and they eat plants. They tend to eat plants more and stuff. So enough of me rambling. Goodbye, guys. I hope you enjoyed this cool tutorial, and I hope you make your own. Bye bye. Oh wait, actually, I think I should say that for all of this, it cost me, I'd say around $7 to make this whole system, just because I went with the more expensive moss plant. It would have been about $5 had I not, but yeah, so again, and you can use a mason jar or really anything. So bye guys.